Hello, Volo here from Zero to Stores, and in this video we're gonna figure out what no-code platform is a fit for your native mobile app in 2023. Nowadays, there exists plenty of popular and successful no-code and low-code platforms, and each day it becomes harder and harder to choose what tool is a fit for your use case. Even if we narrow down to mobile app builders, it's still a large list to choose from. So let's dive into this topic and help you analyze what platform is the best for you. Let's get started. Let's classify our platforms into categories. I like to define three main categories. The first one embraces low-code tools, such as Flutterflow and Draftbit. Flutterflow gives you ability creating interfaces which are based on Flutter code. Draftbit does the same, but apps are based on React Native. The advantage of these low-code platforms is that you can achieve more complex use cases with native phone features, comparing to standard no-code platforms. Keep in mind that with Flutterflow and Draftbit, you need to know how to code. Platforms simplify the front-end work, however, the backend and custom actions must be built still using the custom code. It's worth mentioning that in Flutterflow and Draftbit, you can export the source code, which is very cool since none of standard no-code platforms has this ability. Next category embraces no-code tools which are specializing in mobile development. Greatest example is Adala. And I really like it because it's easy to use, it has a lot of templates, and almost anyone can learn it in a month or so and start building something if you need to create some basic stuff, like internal app, etc. Another great example is Appgyver. Comparing to Adala, it has much higher entry barrier. Non-technical person can become confused opening Appgyver editor for the first time. In my view, Logic tab is way too complicated and hard to understand. Also, Data tab requires some technical knowledge. You need to be familiar with external databases like Firebase, which not all of newbies know. At the same time, Appgyver is extremely powerful, giving you ability creating almost anything. The last category is for the platforms which specialize in web development. One of the greatest examples of no-code tools for web app development is Bubble. Bubble is the most popular and powerful platform where you can build features of any complexity, integrate any API on the internet without writing any code. It has big community of contributors which create a lot of powerful plugins and also templates. If you really like any of the platforms which specialize in web development, for example Bubble, if you still want to use Bubble for your mobile app, it's still possible using special third parties. Third party will give you ability to enable push notifications, other native features, and also publish to App Store and Play Store. Currently, there exist two powerful third parties which specialize in converting Bubble applications into native mobile apps. The first one is BDK, which literally means Bubble Development Kit. The second platform is called Natively. BDK and Natively created custom Bubble plugins using which it's now very easy to enable native features like push notifications, in-app purchases, GPS functionality in any Bubble app. The next awesome platform to build web applications is Glide. Glide was originally for building progressive web applications using just Google Sheets. During the last few years, Glide has evolved, raised investments, added a lot more integrations, and grew a powerful community. There are already a lot of great and powerful templates, which simplifies a lot development using Glide. And because of this and because of development speed, Glide reminds me Adala to a certain extent. Glide was originally mobile-first web development platform, and unfortunately there doesn't exist any reliable third party which specializes in converting Glide apps to native apps. However, as with any website, it's possible to use general third parties like Nativator to wrap Glide app to native app. Aim to choose the right tool for your project. You need to analyze each of them and compare within different crucial parameters. I know each of you have personal needs and requirements for each platform, but I define four most crucial when you choose the one. The capabilities that you're gonna achieve for native features like push notifications, in-app purchases, then how easy it is to learn the platform and start building from scratch. Then what complexity of features you're gonna achieve. Would it be a basic app, or if you need to build a custom application, would you be able to do this with the platform? And the last parameter that I define is the speed of the development. Firstly, let's compare platforms based on what native capabilities you can get. Flutterflow and DraftBeat are based on Flutter and React Native. These languages are weaker than native languages like Java or Objective-C, but comparing with no-code platforms, they are more flexible. Adelo and Appgyver are initially for mobile app development. Therefore, they are adapted for enabling native functionalities published into App Store Play Store. They are weaker than Flutterflow and DraftBeat, but still great option. Bubble and Glide don't offer any native capabilities. However, as you remember, there exist powerful third parties which can help us achieving our goals. With Glide, it will be hard to enable native features since there doesn't exist any Glide-specific third party. With Bubble, it will be much easier because, as we discussed, there are Bubble-specific platforms like Bubble Development Kit and Natively. They offer broad list of functionalities you can enable. They help you going from Bubble app directly to App Store, Play Store, and they are very reliable. As for the entry barrier, Bubble and Appgyver are the hardest to enter. However, in my subjective opinion, Appgyver is harder to learn than Bubble. Flutterflow and DraftBeat have the same amount of points in my table as Bubble has. The reason for this is that they require coding knowledge. However, if you are a Flutter developer or former React Native developer, I think it will be easier to you to start with Flutterflow or DraftBeat than with Bubble. Now let's discuss what complexity and power can you achieve within each platform. Bubble and Appgyver are initially for building complex, powerful apps. At the same time, they are very old platforms. Bubble founded in 2012, Appgyver 2010. Talented teams of these platforms spent a decade to make those platforms be decent. Adelo, Glide, Flutterflow and DraftBeat are relatively young platforms. At the same time, they have very powerful communities and I believe they're gonna evolve even more. And at the same time, it seems they don't even have a goal to help you building complex stuff. Instead, they are focused on the speed. Glide and Adelo have very broad list of powerful and high quality templates. Also, they don't require any coding involved, therefore the development speed is extremely high. I'm not saying other platforms don't have templates, but no doubt Glide and Adelo are leaders in this aspect. Flutterflow and DraftBeat are relatively fast, but only if you are a developer. I don't recommend using them if you want to launch fast and you don't know Flutter and you don't know React Native. Since Bubble and Appgyver are for complex things, development speed is the slowest. It's important to mention that regarding Appgyver, I became being concerned since recently. They were acquired by SAP, which is a large enterprise company, and in my opinion, in the near future, Appgyver gonna change their focus from old community, old users to current customers of SAP. So if I were you, I would rather looking into Bubble than Appgyver, because Appgyver I adopt if it's still reliable. How to choose what platform you should use? In my opinion, the fastest approach is to define three important questions. The first one, are you a coder? If you are not a coder, do you know any of the no-code tools we listed before? If you know the tool, then you can just start building using this no-code tool because you don't need to spend additional time on another platform, in my opinion. For example, if you are expert in Glide application development, if you do Glide for a few months or maybe even years, and you don't want to waste your time learning new platforms, then definitely use Glide because you already know how to use it very quickly. You will struggle enabling push notifications, use Nativator, wrapping your app to iOS, Android, but I think it's a very effective approach. So you are expert in certain platform and you just use it to achieve your goals. I told you my concern about Appgyver, but if you used it for years and you don't know any other no-code platforms, then definitely use Appgyver. But if you don't know any no-code tool, you are not a coder, you need to select the platform based on comparison table, which we described a few seconds before. So what is important for you? Speed, flexibility, complexity, etc. Let's make few examples. So if you are a coder, you use Flutterflow or DraftBeat. If you want to build internal basic app, nothing complex, maybe you are a business owner, you want to automate your processes, then definitely you should use either Adalo or Glide plus Nativator, or not Nativator natively. How to choose between Adalo or Glide? So you go to adalo.com app templates and you go the same on glideapps.com templates and you find the right template for your use case. So you don't know neither of Adalo or Glide apps, you are new to no-code stuff, you just find the right template and based on this you choose the platform, either Adalo or Glide apps. And if you are a startup founder, you want to build custom application, you have complex use cases, I would recommend using Bubble plus natively or BDK. So I explained you why not Appgyver, and in my opinion this is the right stack right now. To summarize, almost anyone can build a mobile app these days with native features without code. Either you are a startup founder or a business owner, you have custom app idea, or you want to automate your processes, engage your team. Maybe you're a developer who want to save time building interfaces. It doesn't matter. Any use case is now possible with no code. No code has evolved dramatically during the last 5 years. And now it's not even a wonder if a no-code platform offers publishing to App Store, Play Store, enabling native functionalities like push notifications. It's not a wonder, it's like default option right now. If you don't want to miss our next content about mobile app development, native app development using no-code tools, subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment, and see you very soon in our next video. Bye.